Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet this super easy and fun bag. It's a fun project. It's just a 1 row repeat. It's a great pattern for vacation, or if you just want to crochet and relax. It's super easy and fast to do. What I decided to do to sew on my handles, of course you could also crochet some. There's so many tutorials out there, but I decided to sew some handles on my crochet bag. And now I will show you what we need and how to crochet this super easy and fun bag. Today I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. You also need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and I just used normal cotton yarn in 7 different colors. Of course, you can use any yarn you like, but I would prefer to use a cotton yarn. And like you can see, and like I said, I am using 7 colors, so we have a couple color changes. Another option for yarn would be the Karen Cotton Cakes. They have beautiful colors in them, and then you don't have the color changes because the color is changing by itself without cutting any yarn. This is just an option. I think it's great for beginners if you start with a yarn like that, so you don't have to sew in so many ends. And for my strap, I will be using the belt strap from Rico Design. Of course, you can also crochet your straps, but this time I wanted a bag that has real straps, so all we have to do on the end is just sew in the strap and finish our bag. But this is totally optional, so you can do this how you want. And now let's get started. We will start with a slip knot, and we will crochet a chain. And for my bag, I crocheted 55 chains. So grab the yarn and pull through, grab the yarn, pull through, and you will repeat this until you have 55 loops. And I will see you back in just a moment. I finished my 55 chains, and this is my desired width I need for my bag. Of course, you can adjust this if you want to make it even bigger. You know, you can just keep crocheting until you get your desired width. And this is the width I need for my bag, and now I will show you how to crochet the next row. We will start with our next row. The loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. We will need the second stitch from the hook. So 1 and 2, you will insert your hook in there, grab the yarn, pull up. You have 2 loops on your hook. Now we will grab the yarn and go through 2. We will work this whole bag in single crochets, so it's a super chill project. So just grab the yarn, pull up, 2 loops on your hook, and pull through 2. Go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, and pull through 2. And you will repeat making 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way along, and I will see you back once you reach your last stitch. So 1 single crochet in every stitch. I'm now at the end of my row, and this is how the first row looks like. We started with 55 chains, and in this row you will have 54 single crochets, and you will have 54 single crochets in every row. So what's important, if you count here and there, and make sure that you always have your 54 stitches. And now I will show you how to work the next row, and after that it's just a 1 row repeat. So we will chain 1, turn our work around, and what's very important here is to work into the very first stitch. Sometimes it's hard to see, so all you have to do is just grab and pull a little bit, and here you can see the very first stitch. So you will insert your hook in the first stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, and work a single crochet. And now again into the next stitch, 1 single crochet. And now it's very easy. You will repeat making 1 single crochet all the way along, and I will see you back at the end of the row to show you one more time how to start the next row. And after that, it's just this 1 row repeat. I'm now at the end of my row, and what's really important is not to forget or not to miss the last stitch here. When you look from the side, it really doesn't look like a stitch, but if you turn your work towards you, you can see those 2 loops here. So you will insert your hook, make sure you have those 2 loops on your hook, grab the yarn, pull up, and work your last single crochet. And with this, you have a nice and even edge and always your 54 stitches. And now again for the next row, you will always chain 1, turn your work around, and in the very first stitch here you will work your first single crochet. So insert your hook into the very first stitch, pull up, and work a single crochet. And you will repeat making 1 single crochet in every stitch. For my bag, I did 10 rows in each color. This is totally up to you, but I had for the front side a total of 70 rows, 10 in each colors for 7 colors, and then also on the other side. So just repeat making 1 single crochet in every stitch. And like I said, for I did a total of 10 rows in each colors. And I will show you in just a moment how to do the color change. I'm now at the end of my row, and like I said, I am using 10 rows in each color. And now I will show you how to change colors. It's super easy. So after you finish your 10th row, you in your last stitch chain 1, pull tight, and now just cut your yarn. So just cut it, get your hook, pull through, and pull tight. Now I will grab my new color yarn, and here in the very first stitch you're just going to insert your hook, grab your new color on your hook like that, and pull it through. And what I like to do in this pattern is to make a knot to make sure it's not going to open up on me. It just, to make sure it's going to stay closed. And you see I made a knot here. Now I'm going to insert the hook back into the same stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, and chain 1. Now we can turn our work around, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to crochet over this white yarn here, so I don't have so many ends to sew in. Of course, you don't have to do it. This is just an option if you would like to. So now you will go back into the same stitch we just changed our color in, grab the yarn, pull up, 2 loops on your hook, and pull through 2. So we are working in single crochets again, and you see here is the white yarn, my end here, and you can just crochet over it. And now just 1 single crochet in every stitch. And I always have made a total of 10 rows in one color. Of course, you can do as many rows as you want. And here I'm crocheting over the yarn for like 12 stitches, and then you can leave the yarn and just 1 single crochet in every stitch. And you will repeat this until you get the desired height you want for your bag, and I will see you back in just a minute. This is how my piece looks like right now. It's actually pretty long. I wanted to show you one more time how I did the colors. So you see I have 10 rows each for 6 colors. here's my 7th color, and we have to do exactly the same colors on the other side. So what I did, because this side will be folded in half, so in the last color, in my 7th color, I did 20 rows of single crochets, and then I just repeated 10 rows in the same colorway like I started with, because all we're going to do now is just fold it, lay the colors on top of each other, and now you can see this is how it looks like. And all we have left now is just sew in those sides closed, and then we're just going to sew on our handle here. But this is totally up to you if you want to crochet it together or if you want to sew it together. I think I'm just going to sew it together so it holds and it's easier, and I will show you how to do that. I tried a couple options to sew this bag together, but I think the best way is just to crochet both sides together. So just grab your hook, pull it through both sides. We are starting at the bottom, and you can see it's all nice and even on both sides. Make sure the color matches, and then just grab your yarn, pull through, and now pull the yarn through. And now I make a knot so it's all secure, and now we can start with our single crochets. So we're going back into the stitch, grabbing the yarn, we pull up, make a chain 1, and now we can start our single crochet. So it's very important to always go through the front and the back side, pull up, and a single crochet. Of course, what you could also do, you can use the colors you used on the sides, so the white yarn is not going to shine through. This is totally up to you, but all you have to do now is just one single crochet all the way along until both sides are done. First you do the one side, you cut your yarn, and then the next. Once you're done single crocheting both sides together, you have to flip it to the right side, and we are done. The only thing you have to do, you just have to sew on your handles. Like I said, this is just optional. You can of course crochet you some handles and attach them to the purse or bag. It's really super easy, and there are so many tutorials out there how to crochet handles, and it's another option you can use. But I really like this options to sew on a handle in the same colors like I have on my bag. And I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial and that you have a lot of fun crocheting this super easy bag with me. And of course I would love to see your pictures, and thank you for all your messages. Have a great day, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.